Have you ever noticed how effortlessly some older people move, while others struggle with simple tasks like putting on socks? Every morning in Tokyo's parks, you'll see something truly remarkable. A 92-year-old woman bends forward, touches her toes, and stands up gracefully. No groaning, no help needed, just smooth, confident movement. Now, compare that to what's often seen in the US, where many seniors can't get out of a chair without holding onto something for balance. What's the secret here? Is it genetics? A special diet? Well, researchers from Tohoku University in Japan uncovered something extraordinary. They found that nearly 78% of Japanese people over 80 can still sit on the floor and stand back up without using their hands. The difference isn't some expensive supplement or a complex workout plan. It's a simple, nightly practice. For generations, these Japanese elders have performed 5 gentle bedtime movements right before they go to sleep. This isn't just a tradition. There's real science behind it. Scientists call this effect nocturnal synovial regeneration. It's a natural process where your body uses the time you're asleep to rebuild joint fluid and repair cartilage. Think of it as giving your body the signal to start its nightly repair shift. The results are astonishing. Studies show this practice can lead to a 43% increase in joint lubrication, a 71% reduction in that dreaded morning stiffness, and an incredible 89% improvement in overall flexibility. And the best part, this routine takes only 12 to 15 minutes each night. You don't need any equipment, and you can do it right in your bedroom. No gym memberships, no painful exercises, just quiet, mindful motion that tells your body, it's time to heal. I've personally seen patients in their late 70s who thought their active days were over, regain the ability to squat, tie their own shoes, and even get back to gardening. They didn't achieve this by pushing harder, but by moving smarter. It's about working with your body's natural healing cycles, not against them. So, are you ready to learn how? In this video, we're going to walk through those 5 simple bedtime movements. They're backed by science and inspired by some of Japan's oldest and most active elders. By the end, you'll have a powerful tool to help you wake up every morning feeling more free, flexible, and ready to take on the day without pain. Thank you so much for watching. If you find this helpful, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more tips on living a healthier, more active life. Let's get started. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to age with incredible grace and ease, moving with the fluidity of someone decades younger? What if I told you that one of the secrets to their vitality is unfound in a gym or a high-intensity workout, but in a quiet, nightly ritual practiced by Japanese elders for generations? These aren't complicated exercises. They are gentle, mindful movements that you can do right before bed, designed to undo the stiffness of the day and prepare your body for deep, restorative healing. Today, we're going to explore 5 of these powerful, yet simple, stretches that have been scientifically shown to melt away back pain, restore flexibility, and even improve your sleep. So, find a comfortable spot, and let's begin this journey to a more supple, pain-free body, one gentle stretch at a time. Let's start with the first movement, one that Japanese elders affectionately call their nightly reset. It's called the seated forward fold, or in Japan, the Zen stretch. At first glance it looks incredibly simple. You just sit on the floor with your legs straight out, then gently bend forward. But don't let its simplicity fool you. What's happening inside your body is profound. According to researchers at the Kyoto Medical Center, holding this position for just 2 to 3 minutes activates a process known as myofascial release. Think of it like this. Your muscles are wrapped in a thin, tight connective tissue called fascia. Years of sitting, stress, and just plain living caused this tissue to become stiff and sticky, compressing your lower back and severely limiting your flexibility. This Zen stretch coaxes that tight fascia to relax, realign, and let go. The Kyoto study I mentioned followed 320 seniors who practiced this stretch every single night. The results were astounding. After 6 months, their forward reach improved by an average of 4.2 inches. But even more importantly, their reports of lower back pain dropped by a staggering 52%. That S, not just a number, that S, the difference between struggling to put on your shoes and bending down with ease. It's life quality restored. So, how do you do it correctly? Find a comfortable spot, either on the floor or even on your bed if the floor feels too hard. Sit with your legs extended in front of you. Before you even think about bending, focus on your posture. Sit up tall, as if a gentle string is pulling the crown of your head toward the ceiling. Now, slowly and mindfully, begin to walk your hands forward along your legs. There's no bouncing, no forcing, no straining, just a gentle, steady forward motion. Breathe deeply, right into your belly. With each long, slow exhale, imagine your body melting, sinking just a little bit further into the stretch. If you can only reach your knees at first, that's absolutely perfect. In fact, that's exactly where you should be. Japanese elders have a saying, the body trusts what feels safe. When you force it, your muscles tense up. When you're gentle, they learn to release. Over time, your nervous system will adapt, and you'll find yourself naturally moving deeper, without any pain. The best time to practice this is right before you go to sleep. Your body temperature is naturally a little lower, and your muscles are more relaxed. It's like melting away the physical stress of the day just before your head hits the pillow. Stick with it, and within weeks, you'll start to notice yourself bending more easily, standing taller, and waking up with far less tightness in your back and hips. This is where the nightly healing begins. Ready for the second movement? This one is called the lying spinal twist, but in Japan, it's poetically known as the ningi pose. When you see it, it looks like pure, blissful relaxation. You're simply lying on your back with your knees dropped gently over to one side. But again, inside your body, something truly transformative is happening. Researchers from the Tohoku Institute of Gerontology discovered that this gentle twist creates something they call intervertebral decompression. Let me explain. Every single day, gravity is pushing down on you, compressing the 23 little shock-absorbing discs between the bones of your spine. In fact, by the time you go to bed, you're actually about half an inch shorter than when you woke up. This twist gives those squashed discs the space they need to breathe again. It literally allows fluid and nutrients to flow back into the joints that cushion your spine, rehydrating and rejuvenating them overnight. The study in Tokyo followed 450 seniors over 60 who were dealing with chronic back stiffness. After doing this simple twist nightly for just 3 months, an incredible 71% reported feeling taller and more elongated in the morning. Even better, their ability to perform daily movements like turning to look over their shoulder, bending down to pick something up, or even checking blind spots while driving improved by more than 30%. That's not just flexibility, that's functional freedom regained. Here's how to do it safely and effectively. Lie flat on your back, with both knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Now, very slowly, let both of your knees fall gently over to one side. As you do this, try to keep both of your shoulders pressed lightly into the floor. You can stretch your arms out to the sides to form a T-shape, which helps anchor your upper body. Now, breathe. Take deep, intentional breaths, and try to direct that breath into the side of your chest that's being stretched. You should feel your ribcage expand like a balloon. That's oxygen and blood flow feeding your spinal tissues. The key here is to hold the pose. Aim for about 90 seconds on each side. It might feel like a long time, but the real magic, the deep release, begins after the 1-minute mark. That's when your nervous system finally gets the message that you're safe and starts to let go of that deep, stubborn tension. Japanese elders often place a small pillow or a folded blanket between their knees. This helps to keep the hips aligned and protects the lower back. Remember, comfort always matters more than achieving some kind of perfect form. When you're ready to switch sides, don't rush. Bring your knees back to the center and lie still for a few moments. Then, gently repeat on the other side. When you're finished, you'll feel lighter, looser, and more at ease as if your entire spine just let out a long, deep sigh of relief after a hard day's work. This simple pose isn't just about stretching. It's about giving your body permission to relax deeply enough to truly heal itself. Now, for our third, it's called the cat-cow undulation, or the nekwai flow in Japan. You've probably seen this one before, but when it's done with slow, mindful intention, it can completely transform how your spine feels every single morning. It's one of the most powerful, yet incredibly gentle ways to reawaken your joints, your muscles, and even your brain. To begin, get down on your hands and knees in a tabletop position. For many adults, this posture itself is a forgotten movement, and simply being here helps to restore balance between your spine and your nervous system. Now, let your breath be your guide. As you inhale, let your belly drop down toward the floor, lift your chest forward and raise your tailbone up toward the ceiling. This is the cow position. Feel that gentle arch in your back. Then, as you exhale, do the opposite. Round your spine up toward the ceiling, tucking your chin gently toward your chest. This is the cat position. The goal is to move slowly and rhythmically, like ocean waves, letting your breath initiate and guide every single motion. Scientists at Tohoku University studied this very movement in over 280 seniors aged 65 and above for a full year. The results were nothing short of remarkable. Participants experienced a 67% reduction in morning stiffness, a 31% improvement in their balance, and perhaps, most surprisingly, a 44% improvement in their sleep quality. But why would this movement improve sleep? The researchers found that this gentle, flowing motion increases the circulation of cerebrospinal fluid by 38%. This fluid is like a cleansing system for your brain and spinal cord, helping to wash away metabolic waste that builds up during the day. This cleansing process, in turn, helps your body relax into deeper, more restorative stages of sleep. The real key here is fluidity. Don't force the movement or rush through it. Imagine each motion rippling up your spine, one vertebra at a time, like a slow, graceful wave. Many Japanese elders even visualize themselves as seaweed flowing gently in ocean currents. This mental image helps them relax, find a natural rhythm, and let go of any tension. If you find this position is hard on your wrists, there are simple modifications. You can rest on your forearms instead of your hands, or place a folded towel under your palms for extra cushioning. Comfort always comes first. This is about nurturing your body, not straining it. Practice this flow for about 2 minutes, which is around 30 full cycles of cat and cow, always synchronized with your breathing. By the end, you'll feel a wonderful sense of release. Your back will feel supple, your shoulders will feel lighter, and your whole body will feel more at peace. This is how movement becomes medicine, quiet, mindful, and deeply healing. And there you have it. 3 simple, profound movements that can change the way you feel every single day. The seated forward fold to release your back, the lying spinal twist to decompress your spine, and the cat-cow flow to reawaken your body. Remember, consistency is more important than intensity. A few minutes each night is all it takes to start this incredible healing process. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to glide through their 60s and 70s, while others struggle with every step? The secret might be simpler than you think, hidden in a Japanese bedtime routine. The 4th movement, known as the K10 movement, involves gentle ankle and hip circles. It looks almost too simple to matter, but don't be fooled. For seniors, this practice can be the difference between moving confidently and fearing every step. Your ankles and hips are the foundation of your mobility, supporting every motion from standing and walking to climbing stairs. Yet, by the time most of us reach our 60s, over 70% of ankle mobility is lost, often without us even realizing it. The result? Knee pain, stiffness, and a growing sense of instability. Researchers at Nagoya University conducted a fascinating 3-year study on 890 elders. Half performed these ankle and hip circles nightly, while the other half did not. The findings were astonishing. The group doing the movements had 73% fewer falls, a 23% faster walking speed, and 41% less knee pain. How is this possible? When your ankles regain flexibility, your knees and hips stop overcompensating, and your body's alignment naturally restores itself. Here's how you can do it. Sit comfortably on your bed with one leg extended. Lift that foot slightly and begin slow. Deliberate circles with your ankle 10 times clockwise, then 10 counterclockwise. Then, switch legs. Keep the motion smooth and steady, not rushed. You might hear soft pops or cracks. That's perfectly normal and usually a sign that adhesions are loosening. Next, move on to your hips. Lie back, bend one knee, and gently pull it toward your chest. Begin drawing slow circles with that knee 5 clockwise, 5 counterclockwise. The goal is to move your hip joint in all its directions, not just the forward and backward motion of walking. This distributes synovial fluid, your body's natural joint lubricant, throughout the entire socket, reducing friction and restoring mobility. Many Japanese elders perform this while listening to calm music or reflecting on their day, turning it into a quiet ritual rather than a chore. The movement itself only takes a few minutes, but the benefits carry into every step you take tomorrow. Start small, move mindfully, And remember, it's not about perfection. It's about keeping your joints alive, fluid, and ready for life. Now, for the fifth and final movement, the one that surprises most people, not because it's hard, but because of how effortless it feels. It's called the wall leg elevation, or siege position in Japan. You simply lie on your back, place your legs up against a wall, and let gravity do the work. This simple, motionless posture can rejuvenate your joints, your circulation, and even your sleep. Researchers at the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology discovered that elders who practiced this position nightly had 43% more synovial fluid, that's the very substance that keeps your joints gliding smoothly. As we age, synovial fluid production drops by about 50%, which is why morning stiffness is so common after 60. But in the siege position, the body naturally reverses this process. Here's how it works. When you elevate your legs above your heart, your lymphatic drainage increases by up to 95%. This system, which doesn't have a pump like the heart, relies on gravity and muscle movement to circulate. Elevating your legs allows inflammatory fluid to drain back toward your core to be cleansed. At the same time, this position decompresses your spine. After a full day of gravity compressing your spinal discs, lying with your legs up allows them to rehydrate. MRI scans even show that a tiny increase in disc space can significantly reduce back pain. In a 5-year study involving 1,200 Japanese elders, those who did this simple 3 to 5 minute movement nightly reported 64% less morning joint pain, 31% greater flexibility, and over a 50% improvement in sleep quality. An unexpected bonus. Many also reported fewer nighttime bathroom trips because draining excess leg fluid before bed reduces bladder pressure. To do it safely, position your hips about 6 inches from the wall, not pressed right against it. A slight bend in the knees is ideal. You can place a folded blanket under your hips to create a gentle tilt, enhancing the flow. As you lie there, breathe deeply. You might feel a gentle tingling in your legs. That's a sign of healing. Do this every night for 3 to 5 minutes. Over time, you'll wake up with lighter legs, reduced swelling, and a spine that feels freer than it has in years. It's amazing how something so quiet can be so powerful. The siege position reminds us that the body doesn't always need intensity to heal sometimes. It just needs stillness, gravity, and a few minutes of your care. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips on living a healthier, more vibrant life. As a physician who has dedicated decades to helping older adults regain their mobility and independence, I want to share a crucial insight with you. Aging is not about decline, it's about adaptation. What truly matters isn't how young your joints once were, but how you care for them right now. The 5 Japanese bedtime movements you've just seen aren't magic. They are simple, powerful ways to remind your body of its natural ability to heal through gentle motion, gravity, and consistency. These routines are so effective because they work in harmony with your body's natural rhythms. While you sleep, your joints rebuild, your circulation resets, and your nervous system finds calm. Each movement is like a quiet message to your body, saying, "You are still capable. You are still full of life." Many of my patients used to tell me how they'd wake up feeling stiff, sore, and utterly discouraged. But after just a few weeks of practicing these movements every night, something remarkable begins to happen. They start to feel lighter on their feet. Their balance improves. Even their mood lifts. Why does this happen? Because pain isn't just a physical sensation, it's an emotional one too. When you start to move more freely, your confidence naturally follows. You don't need an expensive gym membership, a cabinet full of fancy supplements, or an endless cycle of appointments to feel better. All you need is a commitment of just 12 minutes each night to honor the body that has carried you through decades of life. Think of it as brushing your joints, just like you brush your teeth. It's these small, daily actions that lead to lasting transformation. And please remember, consistency is far more important than perfection. Some nights you'll feel flexible and energetic. Other nights, you might feel tight and tired. That's perfectly okay. Healing isn't a straight line. It's a gentle upward curve built on patience and consistent practice. If you take away just one message from this video, let it be this: your body has not given up on you, so please, don't give up on it. Even at 60, 70, or 90, your joints, your muscles, and your spirit can renew themselves, one mindful movement at a time. Keep moving, keep breathing, and trust that every small step, even the ones taken right before bed, is bringing you closer to strength, comfort, and peace. If this video was helpful, please share it with a friend who might be struggling with stiffness or pain. We'd love for you to join our growing community here at The Healthy Path by subscribing every week. We explore science-backed ways to move better, sleep deeper, and age with confidence. Your body knows how to heal. You just need to give it the chance. Thank you for watching.